Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of The Evening Word. I'm your host, Saxophone Delmon, bringing you love, light, and positivity to your news feed. It is a fantabulous December 7th. How are you today? Are you having a great day? Is everything blessed in your world? I hope it is. Well, it actually is. Sometimes we lose sight of the positive, right? It's easy to focus on the negative. We were just talking about it the other day you can have 1,000 people tell you, oh, that was a wonderful show. Oh, you did so good. But one person be like, man, my little brothers, my dogs sound better than you. Like, you suck. And you can go for weeks with thousands of people telling you you're amazing. But that one, oh, so I sound like a dog, huh? Your dog sound better than me. You said this dog sound better. I mean, you just can't get it out of your head. Just one little piece. One kid pee in the pool and the whole pool got to evacuate, right? It's just one little negative thing can start. Oh, it takes one snowflake to start an avalanche. Damn, whoa, that was hard to say. One snowflake to start an avalanche, and so I say don't focus on the negativity, because it just takes one little bad seed to just spoil the whole cart. So I like today's word. It's coming from a batch of verses from Matthew chapter 10, verse 29 through 31. Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 27, and 2 Corinthians, chapter 4, verse 18. And I don't know too much. I don't know any famous quotes from Hebrews or 2 Corinthians. So I'm happy to see this type of message come through some verses that I don't know too much about. It gets me excited to read the rest of the Bible. So, I am with you in all that you do, even in the most menial task. I am always aware of you, concerned with every detail of your life. Nothing escapes my notice, not even the number of hairs on your head. However, your awareness of my presence falters and flickers. As a result, your life experience feels fragmented. When your focus is broad enough to include me in your thoughts, you feel safe and complete. When your perception narrows so that problems or details fill your consciousness, you feel empty and incomplete. Learn to look steadily at me in all your moments and all your circumstances. Though the world is unstable and in flux, you can experience continuity through your uninterrupted awareness of my presence. Fix your gaze on what is unseen, even as the visible world parades before your eyes. All right, those words come from Matthew 10, 29 through 31, Hebrews chapter 11, verse 27, and 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 18. Now, I see a lot of people that I've heard a lot of people talk about. I go to church, I read the Bible, I pray all day, every day. And just the things that I ask for just don't come through. And again, it goes back to that everyday trust, and it goes back to meditation every day. You got to meditate just as much as we pray, right? But it says my presence falters when it comes to dealing with the God. It says sometimes our presence flickers and falters, and that doesn't that work with everything? When you don't call your parents, right, for a long time, and then it makes them angry. Well, how come you haven't called me in a few weeks? Where you been? What's so important that you can't pick up a phone and call your mom and dad? You know, if it's that much, if it's gonna make our mom and dad that emotional when it comes to just a simple phone call, can you imagine what God, like the God of all gods, feels when we're not checking in on him? And we're like, oh, well, does God even know me? I haven't been to church. And he said, well, I can count. I know you all the way to the numbers of hairs on your head. And men's head, well, we're always checking our line every day because it's changing, right? So he's with us through and through, to the point where not only he knows the hairs, he put every hair on our body, not just our head. So yes, he does know everything about us through and through. And when I would imagine if our parents get mad over a couple weeks, what happens when when God hasn't heard from you in months or years, or even worse, like you believe in God, but you're mad at God, cursing God, because we don't see all the things that have been done for us. People, they ask, how are you able to do this music? And it was like, it's so hard. It's so unpredictable. There's no stability. Like, well, you got to understand, like when God talks about falters and flickers, I don't need, you know, there's plenty of people that go to church all the time, I said, and are there every day. And so God doesn't need you to sit up here and practice every day or go to gigs every day or get this huge paycheck every 2 weeks. Because sometimes one great moment or one celebrity on stage can change your whole life. And you live for that one gig of 60,000 people can push you through for the next 4 years of hell on this music career, because you holding on and knowing that, well, I can at least get back to that one, that one level again. It'll happen again. If I've been there once, I'll do it again. Well, that's what it's like with God. Like, he's not necessarily looking for us to go to church every week or 5 times a week or be the usher and in the choir and deacon and, running classes. It's not necessarily about that. It's about keeping a consistency of daily prayer and daily meditation and daily trust to build that relationship, that it grows bigger and bigger. So when you ask for little, you start with little things, and little blessings happen, little celebrations happen, little problems are fixed with God. And then as we grow in experience, we're able to handle more. He's able to communicate more, and then bigger prayers and blessings get put upon us. All right. So if you want big blessings to happen, we got to start with the little ones first. If you want big gigs to happen, you got to go through the little gigs first. Right. You can't let it sputter. You can't take 5 years off and then think you're going to come back and rock Pepsi Center. And it doesn't work like that if you don't have a daily relationship with God. Ask for yearly kind of blessings or once in a lifetime kind of blessings. He helps out the people that are there all the time, right? Closed mouths don't get fed. So please, since closed mouths don't get fed, I am asking you to please subscribe to the channel and like the video, but more importantly, leave a comment. Let's start a discussion. It doesn't work if I'm just talking to a camera with no one talking back to me. This is a democracy, not a dictatorship. I would like, if it was a dictatorship, at least follow somebody that is a professional in this stuff. But I am not. I am still learning. So please, if you have more lessons to share, I would love the knowledge and education. So I hope see you tomorrow, and you come on back to another episode of the Evening Word. I'm your host, Saxophone Delmone, wishing you love, light, and many blessings. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you soon. Take care, you guys. Keep the faith.